flesh the whole framework out, but what I'm thinking just off the top of my head will be some sort of a training program that people would maybe apply to. I mean, it would be thoroughly promoted and advertised first. Then there would be a training program that would be, one of a few areas that somebody might be interested in. And, as they go through that training program, they might, I don't know, get a certificate at the end or something, and then be connected with resources to actually start an enterprise like that, and then also have follow-up support. And, whether that would be somehow through the extension office, or whether a independent nonprofit would be established that would work with the extension office, or what. The details aren't really clear in my mind, but that's the basic idea.
I mean, the extension office, that is their job, is to help people do those. I think, at least that's my understanding, if I wanted to start raising goats, I can go to the extension office and say, I want to start raising goats. Can you please help me to start raising goats? And they will call on experts at UK or whatever. But at least that was my understanding. That's why the whole extension service exists, is to help people with those different things and call in the experts that they have. Plus, I don't know if you know, Hazard Community College, at the lunch presentation that you all went at, Fred Bashir, the banker, said that the new president of the community college, his big thing is home businesses. And he was really hoping to begin to add that as part of, I think, curriculum for people who did want to start a home business, how to help them. So I'm just throwing that in a pot of ideas. That might happen over there.
Okay. My question about that is, even though the extension office is a resource, like if I independently decided I'm interested in starting to raise goats, now I'm going to go over to Ray and ask him about it. Mm-hmm. The perceived gap in my mind is somebody who maybe hasn't come up with the idea on their own. What about a program that would advertise to people and try to generate the interest in doing that, whereas they maybe just hadn't thought of it, or didn't really think that there was, or maybe they thought, well, I don't have the money to start a goat operation. What if there was a program in place where A, they would be advertised to and inspired to do that, and B, there was the possibility for some kind of startup funding. I know there's different programs. I don't know if it's through Oxfam or whatever, but there are different programs, I think, for the most part operate in developing countries, but do also operate in Appalachia.
Yeah,
as far as starting with
the Heifer Project.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, and maybe coordinating with some of these things that I think there's a lot of untapped resources in the extension office, but I guess a big part of this would be getting people to make use of that resource, and then following up with actually helping them to get something off the ground, in addition to having that educational resource of the extension.
Okay, so before we move on to this, so